Wow. Okay, so here I am with Sir Derek, the film guy for today. Really appreciate his help. We just went until it rained. It is pouring. But man, the 21 is perfect. I mean, the weight was too concentrated at the base at first, but after shifting it to the top, it flew fine, you know. Excellent. I really gotta give thanks to Derek here. Wow! That was awesome. That's for today. As always, takeoffs, engage the flaps. Oh, see, that's a good thing to test. Here, this is how it's flying. Look at this, like this. Today I'm going to film the new wing mounts. They're a unique locking system that allows the bluefin, the gull wing, flying wing, to operate 3 different models. That is 3 different purposes. That is speed, weight, performance. So you know, I just want to show an example of the what happened. Like this here is the GT09. This is as I refer to, a solid wing mounting, where the 2 halves are joined and a V internal structure support is what is used to join this aircraft here. And this is how it flies, with a simple stick pod in the middle, and that's how this one works. This here is the extended mounting. This is the 16th model, which is the current platform designs for the current models, such as the 17, 21. However, the 21 is different. It is unique. It has a different kind of wing mounting system, which allows me to use several pods while using the same set of wings. And yeah, try to have like some background.
Yeah.
Alright.
You're good.
This is the GT17. This was an extended panel mounting as well, and the only difference is that this end was trimmed, so it looks like this now. This is probably one of the most successful designs in terms of strength, speed, performance. Very little oscillation because of the rigidity of the design, using fiberglass on these things. Once I'm like pointing at them.
Yeah. Alright, you're good.
Alright.
You're live.
So here's the GT21. There are no markings on this. This is one of the better wings that came out of the last 3 I produced, 21, 22, 23. So, you know, I use this one for immediate testing. This uses 6 servos, just like the 17. And what you see here is the new wing mounting system. You can see how the scarf joints join this piece with the 2 internal mountings, which differ from the old extended mounting design used for the 16 and 17. So what this allows me to do is take 2 different bodies and fly them both using the same set of wings. And all I have to do is attach the servo wires to the receiver of every body, and also mount the wings to them. So here I've got 2 different aircraft. This is a very light model, 23 ounces when built, and this is a heavy model with 2 3,300 milliamp hour packs. You can see that it's strapped down here, a GoPro fits here. There's your video transmitter with a clover leaf antenna, and a flight cam would sit here. And these are just prototypes, but they show the wing locking system, which uses 2 bolts, and the wings are locked on here. And then cut.
You're good.
All right. For the sake of hands-free operation, I only have one wing to demonstrate how this works. But if you take a look here, you can see how this wing mounting system works. There is a block here which does not permit this wing to be pulled out from the body. And these two notches keep the wings aligned so they can't move in this motion. And a second piece, can you cut real quick? This piece here compresses, sandwiches these wing mounts to the pods using the bolts. So what that does is it keeps the wings held in the proper angle, and it allows the wings to be mounted to the pod in a way that it is safe to fly. However, it can be detached for transportation. The aircraft is generally small, but it's nice to be able to condense even further. So, as an example, the wing is simply overlapped and placed. Can you cut real quick?
Alright, good.
And the second wing is also overlapped and placed. Okay. So now you can see that the wings are attached. This is loose, it's not finished yet, but using this piece here, the wings are secured to the pod using two wing nuts. And so I just lower this piece on. Oops. These are new screws, so. And I push the wings upwards to get them properly aligned, and I press the wing mounts in place. There. Alright, can you cut real quick? All you do is place a washer here, a washer there, and then you just spin a wing nut down. And yes, these screws are quite big. I just grabbed a set that was too much so that I was sure that they would work regardless. But for the future, they would be the appropriate length. So I slide them on, and I tighten them sufficiently until the washers resist rotation. Now, you can see that the wings are now secured at the proper angle and strong enough to withstand forces in flight. So now all that we do is place a battery here, put the receiver on, and this aircraft is ready to fly. Also the speed controller. Just due to lack of parts, I have to do that, but generally each pod already has components required to fly, and the only thing missing are the wings and the servos, of course, which are in the wings. So now, is it going?
Yep.
Alright. So now I'm going to prepare the light model, which is 23 ounces, flies on a like 210 watt motor, or actually maybe it's only 150, but it's one of the smaller motors I have, and since it's only 23 ounces, it'll be plenty of power. So now I'm going to plug the parts in, and using this booklet here, this shows the arrangement of where the servos go into the 6-channel receiver. So that varies from every person, of course, but BNC channel 1. What is this? A channel 4. Let's see, what is this? D&E channel 6. So of course it's channel 2. Okay. Since this is a 6-servo aircraft, a BEC is required. which will power the servos externally from the speed controller. This way the speed controller does not have to the speed controller will not generate that much heat because it doesn't have to provide power to the servos. So that will save you from any in-flight failures because of ESC overheating. So now, and like I said, due to lack of parts, I have to transfer the equipment from one plane to another, but it isn't really an issue. So these are just prototypes, proof of concept, so they're not pretty, but they work. Shit. Oh yeah. Whew.
Okay. Should I cut?
Yeah.
You're live.
Alright. So now I'm going to join the motor to the speed controller. And there are some presets we have to check before we fly. But here's an 1800 milliamp hour battery pack. This is a special wire that I created for parallel wiring, but I made sure that they all use a common connection type so I can use it for multiple purposes. So now one of the first things you need to make sure is that the CG is correct. So you put your fingers about 5 inches down the leading edge of the wing, and that's where the center of gravity is. So, and it's balanced there, so now I'm going to secure the battery to this location as it is adequate. It's a bit rainy today, so the tape isn't quite sticking, but it'll do for now. Okay, just securing the receiver down. And one of the things you want to do, just in case of a crash, is to give the receiver wire some slack. Since it is raining today, the tape isn't very sticky, which is good because in the event of a crash, the antenna wire will not be ripped off from the receiver. And since the Corona receivers have delicate antennas, it's highly advisable to do so. Now you've got your radio, so turn it on. When you plug the system in, now you have full roll control and pitch. You also have flaps. Now you make sure that again the center of gravity is correct, which it is. It's okay if it's a little bit far forward. And now we're ready to fly. And again, this is the new locking system. So now we're good to go. Alright, now you can take it off the